y'all, it's Haley Hutto. Welcome back to Keys to the Town, where we talk about unlocking the world of real estate one conversation at a time. Today I have my friend Melissa Green, who is a insurance agent for Texas Farm Bureau. So, hey Melissa.
Hey, so glad to be here.
I'm so glad you're here. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name's Melissa. I just started as an insurance agent with Farm Bureau. I'm a single mom. I have 2 daughters. I have a 13-year-old and a 7-year-old. So my world revolves around chasing them.
What made you want to become an insurance agent?
I was previously worked for a trucking company. So I've seen the other side of insurance and I really learned the importance of what a good agent means and how it helps your business of any kind, whether that be real estate or if you are on the trucking side or the auto side, whatever that might be. The importance of a really good agent and having the people skills. And I just really felt like that was where God was leading me.
I love that so much. How did you get started in the insurance industry? You kind of talked about that. I mean, you just said that, but you have also, you've known Farm Bureau for a while.
Yes, I was with Farm Bureau personally. We were with them through the company that I was with. So I've dealt with them in the industry for at least 10 years or so.
Wow.
They were a very trusted industry, I guess, and the agents that I did know through them, I highly respected, and so I felt good walking into that company.
Mm-hmm. Yes. What do you enjoy most about being an insurance agent?
Really getting to interact with people and getting to know your customers and your clients on a first name basis, and just the relationships you get to build so that you know that you are meeting people's needs and that they feel heard and that their policies are well communicated to them.
Mm-hmm. Well, personally, I had an insurance policy with another company, and it was really high. And so I asked Melissa if she would run me some insurance quotes. And how much did I save? Was it like $2,000 a year? Mm-hmm. Something like that?
Yes.
On my car policy. So, I was really thankful for that, for sure.
Again, but it was sitting down and looking at your policy and saying, hey, did you even know you were paying for these things?
Yes. Yeah.
So that's a
really
big part of my
that
training.
Because, to be honest, insurance feels like Spanish. Like, you can look at a policy, and I've learned some things about insurance just from being in the real estate business, but I don't even know close to what y'all know. And so looking at the policy, I know to look at a couple of things, and that's it. So I think it's really important to have an agent who cares about you, who knows you personally, and cares about your best interest. Kind of a backstory. I have another story with insurance companies, but I was with a previous company, and I got a new car, and so my coverage, we put it on auto draft or whatever. And I think what happened was when they put it in auto draft, because I did it over the phone, I don't know that they actually got it put in correctly. And so all of a sudden I get this letter in the mail saying I don't have coverage on my car. And I was freaking out. Like, this has never happened before, obviously. So I called the company, and they said, well, we emailed you. And I said, you emailed me? You emailed me one time? I didn't even see the email. It got lost in the millions of other emails that I get. And so that was really frustrating, and hence why my policy was so high, because now I have this lapse of coverage, and I'm like, can you not go back and look and see that I have been faithful paying my bill, but they don't care. So I was so irritated with that company, because I thought, what am I doing using this company who doesn't even know me personally, and can't even take the time to make a phone call on something so important. And as being a business owner and having clients, if somebody has a deadline, I'm going to make sure I call them. So when I ended that, they asked me why, and I told them, I'm going to go to somewhere that is going to give me a phone call when something serious happens. So anyways, that's just a backstory of why it's very important to know your insurance agent, and that you choose somebody that cares about you and is going to take care of you. And so that's why I'm with you now. So
Yes. And to, our clients are how we operate, and we're given lists of saying, hey, this person, their policy is going to cancel. We got to call them. And so, and when we do that, like, you're personally getting a call from one of us. It's not an 800 number or, someone you don't know. And we're not waiting till the last minute and being like, oh yeah, we're sorry, your policy canceled.
exactly.
We know you personally. We've built a relationship with you, and, we care about your policy being canceled just as much as you do.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would say too that probably not all insurance agents are the same, even at Farm Bureau. So, I mean, I'm just thankful that I have you to take care of my insurance, because it's really important. Okay. What is the most rewarding part of your job?
I think kind of like what you said about, it's when you get to see a need and meet it. Just like when someone, they show you your policy and you're like, you're so overpaying, or you're undercovered. I think being able to fill in the gaps and help someone understand their policy so that they know what they're paying for or not paying for.
Right.
And I think, just getting to feel like you won with your client, like you're happy and they're happy and they're covered and things are taken care of.
Yeah, absolutely. What would you say is the biggest misconception people have about insurance?
That it's a one size fits all. That I got this rate and I got this, so my friend should be able to get the same rate because I got that. And it's not. It's very personalized to you.
Yeah. Can you share a memorable experience or story from your time working in insurance?
So we had a client come in the other day, and we were looking over his homeowner's policy, and he was previously a business owner, so they had a lot on their policy. And as we started going through it with him, because we were like, hey, this is a big policy, why don't you come in, let's do a review process on you, let's go through and make sure you have, what's covered is actually things you have. And we were able to cut his policy almost in half, because when we started going through it with him line by line, we realized he didn't have most of that equipment anymore, or the coverage he was paying for it was way more than what it was even worth, and if they weren't even using it. And so it was a policy he was pretty upset over and really wanting to cancel it and get rid of it completely. And so that we were able to cut his policy premiums in half and get things off of there that were obsolete. And so that for me was a big thing, because I felt accomplished. Like, okay, this is something he was really concerned about, and I was able to help him. And I liked that part of it.
I love that. In real estate specifically, we have what's called an option period. So we get a house under contract, and it's negotiable, but we have about 10 days to get inspections done and things like that. And during that time, I tell my clients to call insurance companies and get quotes. But I will tell them specifically to call Farm Bureau. There's only a couple insurance companies that will go out and inspect your home. And so it's really important, because I've had it happen to where somebody got an insurance quote, and then later on, their insurance just went up they didn't know why. And so what had happened is they said, oh yeah, we'll give you here's your insurance quote, whatever. And they're like, yes, this is awesome. This is the most inexpensive quote, whatever. And then later on, the insurance company then goes out and looks at it later and decides, oh, well, we've got to up their insurance because such and such is wrong or whatever. And so I think it's great that what you do at Farm Bureau is that you will go and check out the house, correct? What do you check out?
So On a homeowner's quote, we can't even submit the policy for issuance until we have gone out personally and taken pictures of the property. Based on the age of the home or if there's been remodels, we may have to go inside and take pictures, but mostly they're from the outside, just making sure that the roof is how it should be. There's nothing on the property that would cause your rates to change or for them to come back later on and say, you didn't tell us about that. Personally, I've had that happen as well. When I was a homeowner, I chose the cheaper policy, and they waited like a year and a half or so into it to come and inspect my property and realized I had a trampoline. And next thing I know, we just got a notice that they were canceling us due to this. And so I think that is one of our higher qualities, that we do come out. And again, we like to make sure that we're all on the same page about what is being covered and what your risks are.
Right. Yeah, I mean, and it's just so important for buyers to know exactly what they're getting into. And one of the main things we need to make sure is the roof insurable? And I cannot tell you how frustrating it is with some insurance companies that they will not just go out and look at it. I mean, the roofer can tell you all day long. A lot of times they'll say, yeah, it looks good. It looks like it's going to be insurable, but it's really up to the insurance company. So we really need the insurance companies to just take a look. And so, I'll send them a list of insurance companies, but I'm like, you really want to call someone like Farm Bureau, who's going to go out there and actually put their eyes on it and say, hey, your roof looks good, you're insured, like it's good. And so that they don't have to, right before we close, oh wait, or even after, actually, no, you don't have insurance. So anyways, that's really important for all the potential buyers and sellers that are listening to this podcast, that that's something really important that you need to know. What do you love most about working with homeowners and clients in the real estate world?
Getting to find the right policy that not only meets their needs, but also fits their budget. No one wants to be insurance poor. Insurance is high enough as it is. We can't afford to be paying for things that we don't need or that aren't necessary. And so I think on that side of it, it's important to meet with the client again and know their needs or what the home looks like, so that they are getting the best value for what they're paying.
So if someone was to make a claim on their home or whatever, how quickly do y'all respond to that?
I'd say pretty quickly. We have an adjuster that is in the office with us, ready to go out and look at any claim that's filed through our office or with one of our clients. And Farm Bureau is pretty well known for how quickly they pay claims versus other companies, and that we don't cheat you out. They're not looking for ways to not pay a full claim or to save money on our end. We care about our clients and we care about getting things replaced and in good condition.
Right. Yeah. I recently have had just heck with one. They have insurance on their house, and then the storm happened, and it has been horrible. And it's not with Farm Bureau, it's with another company. I'm not going to say, but it has been horrible trying to get them to cover the house. It just feels like, wow, so my client has paid all this money, for however long he's had insurance, and now they're saying, no, we're not going to cover it. And it's just, it's crazy to me. So I just hate that for my buyers and sellers, and why I think I want them to use somebody that's trusted. Outside of work, what are some of your hobbies or interests?
I enjoy spending time with my girls. They keep me very busy chasing them around. I'm very close with my family. We do a lot together. I have a great group of friends that I spend a lot of time with, and my kids also enjoy that as well. So we're pretty active in our church and our life group, and just really enjoy our life here in Shallowater a lot.
I love that. And we love you being here in Shallowater. If you weren't working in insurance, what do you think you'd be doing?
Oh, that's a tough one. I have no idea. um, I enjoyed the job I had, which is what in office management and things like that. Um, I like being in office. I like being around people. So anything along those lines.
Yeah, just people.
Yeah.
Something working with people.
Yes.
Yeah, you're very approachable and kind, and you care a lot about people. And so I couldn't see you being anything other than like really kind of customer service. And that's what
Yes.
you're in. I mean, my job and your job are to take care of people.
Yes.
Not everyone does that, but I think that's a good fit for you.
And I really think a job that allows me to be mom first. I mean, for the majority of the time.
Absolutely.
That's really important to me, that my girls don't feel like they're second to a job or anything like that. So yeah, just anything that allows me to be mom first.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that, because that is also a goal of mine. What are your goals moving forward?
It's very important to me to be an agent that people can trust and rely on, and that I'm someone who's available to you to answer your questions. And also, I want to become more knowledgeable in the insurance industry, and be able to answer questions that my clients may have or problems that may come up. So,
yeah. Well,
to keep growing in this profession.
Yeah, you're doing a great job, just so you know.
Thank you.
Okay, so if somebody's watching this podcast and they would love to reach out to you and get an insurance quote, how can they do that?
They can call our office. I'm located at the Lamb County branch in Littlefield, Texas, or you can find me on Facebook or Instagram, Melissa Green, or give me a call on my cell phone.
Yeah. And we'll put your contact details below, so that way all of that's linked and they can figure out a way to reach you.
Yeah,
so.
that'd be great.
Is anybody out there single?
Oh. She will attach my phone number at the bottom. I may or may not answer.
With you working in Littlefield, are you confined to just helping people in Littlefield?
No, I'm actually licensed for the whole state of Texas. So
oh, wow.
I'm able to write anywhere in Texas.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yes.
That is good to know. I think some people might be wondering that. So
the branches are based off of counties, but we as agents are able to write anywhere in Texas.
Okay, cool. What's a good piece of advice that someone's given you, I guess, going into the insurance industry?
One I've heard a lot lately is don't take anything too personally, which is a great one for me in most areas of my life.
I think being a like an independent contractor, which is what you and I both are. We have our clients. We don't work for like a corporation, or what we do is how we get paid. Like our work is a direct reflection of how we get paid, and so I think it's really important, because you have friends or whatever that may hurt your feelings, and so you just can't take it too personal, and just know that it's just business. And
in learning, you can't take everything too personal.
Yeah. I think that's just a good life lesson in general.
Yes.
Yeah. I think we get offended too easily.
I agree.
Just humans in general, like we just get offended too easily, and most of the time people have good intentions. So anyways, but I just appreciate you so much for coming on here and talking to me and everyone listening about insurance. I think it's really important part of what I do. And I want to send people to someone that I can trust. And so thank you for being that. And I know you have your people's best interest at heart. And so I'm just thankful that I have somebody that I can recommend that aligns with my goals in taking care of people. So thank you.
And thanks for having me. I'm so honored that you thought of me.
Absolutely. So check Melissa out. Check her out. Just kidding. Check her out. She needs a date. So if you need a quote, home, auto, she also does life insurance. If you need any of that, just give her a call. And again, we will put that at the bottom of this in the description. So anyways, thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.